Jordan Rice takes out Trey Clifton. Right. Right back to Jack. On the ball. Flicks it over to first and still gets Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Clifton. Morgan Granage takes him. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver. And that is destroyed. Yeah, tie game. 60. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice takes out Trey Clifton. Right. Right back to Jack. On the ball. Flicks it over to first and still get Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. And he might have just missed it. Caught and robbed from Jordan Rice. Amazing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh, down. He got him. Oh my God. It crossed the plate before he was there. Going, caught and robbed from Sam Thomas. He'll throw over to first and double him up.
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh, Philip Rosenbarkle's been walked off the season.
Get out, ball later.
And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Chingle. That ball's in play. Goes back, keeper can. Back at Thomas Playhouse makes the grab. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton.
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA Wiffle Ball 2026. Last game of week 4 before the All-Star break. And we have the Pacific Pilots taking on the Metropolitan Mojo. Mojo off to a hot start. Pilots at 4-5. But a good series here could right the ship. I am Jack Blayhouse, and this is going to be a very important series for both of these teams to conclude the first third of the season. Let's take a look at the starting lineups.
Dominic DeMero, University of Hawaii, go Bows.
Austin Whitehouse, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Alex Hatch, Woodway Elementary.
Houston Schmutz, Archbishop Murphy High School.
Brandon Williams, Snohomish, Washington. Tom Blayhouse, Punch Out University.
So the home team, the Metropolitan Mojo, they're actually without Alex Hatch and Tommy Tickett. So both their 1 and 2 starting pitchers. That means they're going to rely on that guy right there, Dominic DeMero, to try and get him over the hump right here. Let's take a look at the Pacific Pilots starting lineup.
Mark Campanero, Washington State University.
DJ Oliver, Edmonds Community College.
Keaton McKay, Westgate Elementary.
Kevin Doe, SMU.
Noah Roberts, Moses Lake Christian Academy.
And for the Pilots, they have everyone except for Noah Roberts. DJ Oliver will miss game 1, so they're going to use Carson Cochran, who played on the Pilots 2 years ago. He's here. He's an assistant coach with the AWA Wifflers, the U12 Little League team. Here it's Little League Day. And with that, we are ready to start. Just going to plug in lineups for first pitch.
Skip my walk-up song. There's some Christian in it, right?
And here we go, all ready to start game number 1 of this 3-game series. The Metropolitan Mojo are out there, and Dominic DeMero is on the mound. No DJ Oliver for the first game and no Alex Hatch for the series, so they're going to have to rely on their number 3 guys today. And we are ready to start. First pitch underway. Keaton McKay will step in. First pitch swinging. Ball 1.
Go, Keaton.
Keaton McKay off to a little bit slower start offensively than he's used to seeing, but still has the defense. He's actually became the number 2 guy for this Pilots team.
Go, Keaton.
So looking. Ball's outside. 2-2 count. Dominic DeMiro has a history of pitching. This is his first start as he gets him to go right there. Strike 3 for the first out of the inning.
Jack, we're having all the bats.
There's one right here.
Oh, okay.
So now Mark Campagnaro will now step in. One quick out for the Metropolitan Mojo and Dominic DeMiro at the helm. They got Austin Whitehouse over at third. Houston Schmutz is back. He's going to try and Mark Campagnaro looks at a first pitch strike, try and take the home run lead. Hatch currently at 5 is not here, so he will not be able to break the tie. 1-1 count. That ball's high, 2-1. That ball hit a mile out of play, 2-2. Oh. Yeah, 2s. So Mark Campagnaro will step in again. A little quick pitch and drops low, full count. To Mark Campagnaro. That ball's in play, and Mark Campagnaro will get in there. So nice little single right there for Mark Campagnaro to start the hitting here today. Kevin Doe will step in. Kevin Doe, rookie here in the AWA, still looking for that first career AWA hit. He's had a rough go so far here in week 4. Missed a series. There's a strike, 0-1. Low, 1-1. Just outside, 2-1 count. See, reloads on balls, throws that bad ball out of the way. There's a strike on the outside corner, evens the count, 2-2. Got him right there, strike 3 for the second out. So 2 outs now here in the top of the first. Now Carson Cochran will step in. Looks outside, ball 1. First at bat in the AWA in over 2 years. Looks at 2 balls. There's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 count. Outside again, 3-1 count to Carson. Froze him right there. Full count. That ball is hit just foul to the bushes over there, so some contact in his first at bat. And that's low, so we'll get on the 6-pitch walk. 2 on now for Keaton McKay as the lineup turns over. Keaton McKay struck out in his first at bat. Ball misses just low, ball 1. There's a strike, top of the zone, 1-1. Keaton McKay, a career .342 hitter. That ball's in play over to Dominic DeMiro. He'll knock it down and step on third for the force out. So that'll do it for the top of the first inning. And we head to the bottom of the first. 0-0. So here we are in the bottom of the first inning. Dominic DeMiro will come in to lead off the game after a good first inning pitching. It's his first series since missing last week. Keaton McKay will step in and starts with that hard slider. He's had to pitch, nails him right there, as the number 2 guy this year, something he's not normally accustomed to doing, but he's off to a pretty good start. Swings right there, the 4.50 ERA. Only had that 1 bad start against the Nighthawks. But 2-2 count. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3 for the first out. And a lot of these guys have never seen Keaton McKay pitch before, so a little bit of a learning curve. Brandon Williams looks at a first pitch strike. Another strike. He's got the slider working well. And that's inside, so almost a 1-2-3 strikeout right there. Look at the 1 and 2. That ball's in play. That's a fair ball. He'll throw over to first and get the out. So that'll be 2 quick outs for Keaton McKay and the Pacific Pilots. And apologies for the graphics on this live right now. Working on resolving that shortly. You're not missing anything score-wise. 0-0 still the game as Houston Schmutz will step in. Ball 1, and Houston, another guy who could really climb up this leaderboard on the home run list. He's got 3. Still with 1 series left to play before the week 4 stats come out. 3-1, or 3-0. Houston Schmutz, one of the leaders in OPS. Big hack on 3-0 count. And that'll hit him. So Houston Schmutz is on via the 5-pitch walk. Now Austin Whitehouse will step in. Austin Whitehouse, presumably the Game 3 pitcher here today. 250 average. Just looking for that first home run of 2026. That ball is going back, and that is a 2-run home run. First of the year for Austin Whitehouse to give the Mojo a 2-0 lead. And just as I said it, spoke it into existence. It's got to feel good to get that first one over the fence. Always seems like such a tall task. As Dominic DeMuro steps in, ball 1. That ball is in play. That's a fair ball over to Keaton, and he'll nail Dominic for the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the top of the 2nd, 2-0 the score after the 2-run home run from Austin Whitehouse. So here we are in the top of the 2nd inning as Mark Campanero will step in. That ball hit hard over the head of Brandon Williams. Mark Campanero's in there. And now Kevin Doe will step in. Looks at a first pitch strike. 0-1. That ball's fouled straight back. 0-2. Outside. 1-2. That ball hit over to the gap. That's off the wall. Mark is in at 2nd. And Kevin Doe gets in with a single. First hit in the AWA. Saved that ball. And now Carson will step in. Walked in his first plate appearance. Trying to keep this inning alive. No outs here in the top of the 2nd. There's a strike. 0-1. Low. 1-1. Fouls that one off. So 1-2 count with the potential go-ahead run at the plate. That ball in play over Brandon Williams. He'll drop it.
Not doing that.
That'll just be, yeah.
1 out. Fourth at third.
There'll be a pop out right there for the first out of the inning. Keaton McKay will step in. And that ball is high. 2-0. Three and out count. Keaton McKay. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. Bases now loaded for Mark Campanero. Big spot here. Mark Campanero has the single in his last plate appearance. He's actually 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Facing Dominic DeMiro. He sees him well. And apologies for the scoring right now. Our scoring system is down. It's currently 2-0.
How'd you guys do?
Mojo lead it via the 2-run home run.
There we go.
Big spot here for Mark Campanero now with 1 out here in the top of the 2nd inning. That ball's high. That ball fouled off, and Dominic DeMiro is a smart player here. He might be trying to pitch around Mark Campanero, maybe get him to chase. That ball popped up a mile, but playable to Brandon Williams. He'll make the catch and hold all the runners. Big out right there. And now Kevin Doe will step in. Dominic DeMiro trying to find a way to get out of this bases loaded jam with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd. Kevin Doe singled in his last plate appearance, looks at a strike. There's a strike again. 0-2. Does not go. 1-2 count. Ball sails outside. 2-2 count. Full count now to Kevin Doe. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd. Something's got to happen here. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3 for the 3rd out of the top of the 2nd. We head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Mojo still lead at 2-0. So here we are, getting ready to start the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 is the score. DJ will step in. It's Brandon Williams. Steps in, looks at ball one. 0-2. Or 2-0. Three and 0 count. That's inside, so a 4-pitch walk issued. To Brandon Williams. Now Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston Schmutz caught right there. 0-1 count. That'll hit him. There's a strike right there. 1-2 count. Nails him there, evens the count, 2-2. That ball's hit hard, but foul down the line, remains 2-2 count. That's low. Full count to Houston Schmutz. The ball is popped up out of play, and we'll do it again. That ball's in play off the leg of Keaton McKay, and it gets past DJ Oliver. Brandon Williams is in at third, and that ball is thrown, and that's out of play. Brandon Williams will get in after the error there, so a hit with an error there from DJ Oliver, who's playing in the field. So now 3-0 here in the bottom of the second, and now Austin Whitehouse will step in after the 2-run home run. Ball one. Nails him there. Got him swinging. 2-2 count. Got him swinging right there for the first out of the inning. Dominic DeMiro will step in. Ball one to Dominic DeMiro. Just low again, 2-0. That ball going back, has a chance. DJ at the wall, and that's out of here. A 2-run home run for Dominic DeMiro. 5-0 the score now. Brandon Williams will step in. There's a strike. 1-1 count. 3-1 count. Inside. So Brandon Williams is on via the walk. Lineup will turn over to Houston Schmutz. Houston Schmutz had a single in his last at-bat, which scored Brandon Williams on the overthrow. That'll hit him right there. Ball 1. 2-0. That ball's in play right to Keaton McKay. No one's at first, and he's not going to get him. Kevin was going over to second base. Would have been the second out of the inning. And that's an error right there on Kevin. Runner advances all the way to third, so 1 out still as Austin Whitehouse comes in. Does not go. Ball 1. Swinging there. That hits the top of the zone. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3 for the second out. It's a little bit of a dingers or nothing type day for Austin Whitehouse. Now Dominic DeMuro will step in. Ball 1. Hits him there. Ball 2. That ball going back, and that is out of here. Dominic DeMuro, 3-run home run, and that will end the half of the inning. 6-run cap. And we head to the top of the third for the Mojo, trying to close this thing out.
I did. I just didn't get the job done. You had 2, and now it's 7. Like the score right now? 8-0. Should be 8. Get rid of the beer. So then that's 6 runs. That's 6, Jack. So I have to go to browser. 6. Yeah. 2 sizes. 8-0. 6 runs. Wait. So we switch sides, right? Right. Yeah. What was that? Let's go to browser. And then I emailed her. Did they not only score 5? And then once you set the browser, and they only score 5? What? That was scored 6. Scored 6 off that homer? Yeah, that's a homer. Oh, that's the run.
So here we are in the top of the third. DJ Oliver is up.
Go, DJ.
DJ Oliver making his first at bat here. That ball in play destroys the ball. Might have had a chance to go out, but he 1 pitch, 1 single for DJ Oliver. Now Keaton McKay will step in. So kind of a big difference in the scoreboard right now as DJ Oliver will get into second. That ball's in play over to get the out, but DJ Oliver would advance all the way over to third base. That ball going back to Houston Schmutz. He'll one-hand and he can't make the play. Would have saved a run, so not the worst move there to kind of just purposely drop it. Mark steps in, looks at that ball, 1-1. Swing in there, 1-2. Mark Campanero 2 for 3 in this game. There's a strike. Strike 3 for the second out. Now Kevin Doe, the last hope for this Pilot squad. Ball 1. Two and oh. Kevin Doe 1 for 3 with that single. There's a strike, big looping ball. Two and 1 count. Does not go. 3-1.
Okay. You got a good angle from in there? Oh yeah. Great angle.
And that'll be low, so a 5-pitch walk to Kevin Doe. Okay. DJ Oliver steps in. Mojo 1 out away from getting out of this thing. Ball 1. Two and oh. Outside, 3-0 count to DJ Oliver. Dominic DeMiro trying to get that final out.
You guys should face kid in our league named Soren. Oh, yeah.
Swing in there, 3-1 count to DJ Oliver.
Yeah, how about
That's outside, so 5-pitch walk. Bases loaded for Keaton McKay.
Let's go.
I gotta go. 2-0 count to Keaton That ball popped up out of play, 2-1.
Charlie, quick.
2-1.
Low, 3-1.
Why are you standing there?
Inside, so a run comes in, score 8-1 now. Smart Campagnaro will step in. Mojo just trying to get one more out. Ball one. Spikes that one, 2-0. 3-0 count to Mark Campagnaro. Looks like he's pitching around him. That ball going back, and that is out of here. Grand slam, Mark Campagnaro. And the Pilots are back in this thing. 8-5 now. Two outs in the top of the third. Pilots now trail by 3. Dominic still has time to get out of this. Still some. There's a strike right there to Kevin. 0-1. There's a strike. 0-2. Mojo 1 pitch away from getting out of this. Fouls it back. Stays alive. 0-2. That's high, 1-2. It's been that last pitch for Dominic, just trying to get out of it. Outside, 2-2 count. DJ Oliver on deck. Dominic DeMiro up to 78 pitches.
Pretty cool, huh? I like your sweatshirt. That's cool. Oh yeah, you're matching. Look at that.
2-2 count with 2 outs here in the top of the third. That ball in play and caught for the out. The Mojo avoid disaster, and that'll do it for game 1. We'll be back shortly for game number 2.
All right, Dominic, what is it like having the Wifflers here today?
Dude, it's awesome. It's great to have the kids here and just kind of pass on the baton to the next generation of wiffle ball players.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The environment changes, though, when you have these kids running around. How does that affect the mentality in the bullpen?
Well, it's awesome. I mean, it makes you kind of appreciate it a little bit more that you see other people see how they appreciate the game, too. So it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So talk about the home run balls and the pitching for you in that first game. Do you see that kind of rolling into game 2 and 3?
Just stick to the same approach: see ball, hit ball, and nothing changes.
All right, good stuff. Thanks. All right, back to booth, guys. We'll be here shortly.
So here we are getting ready to start game number 2. Dom will lead it off. So after all that, we do have our graphics back. The entire graphics system went down, but in case you didn't know, final score there, it was 8-0 heading into the last inning. Mark Campagnolo hit a grand slam. It was 8-5 to end it. So the Pilots had a little mojo, for lack of a better term, to finish off that game, but they don't pull away. And now they're going to try to take game 2 with DJ Oliver on the mound. He can pitch games 2 and 3. Best pitcher in this league, stats-wise, with 1/3 of the season underway. So here we go. Dominic DeMuro will lead it off here in the top of the first inning of game 2. Dominic had 2 home runs in the first game to bring his total to 2. Career 62 home runs. He's got his average in 2026 up to 333. There's DJ Oliver with a .9 ERA, which is pretty unheard of here in the 4th week, ball 1. Outside, 2-0. Big hack. 2-1 count. Fouls that off. 2-2. That ball in play over to Keaton McKay. He'll knock it down and throw over. And he's safe at first base after a little bit of a bobble from Kevin Doe. It might have not have been in time anyways. So now Brandon Williams will step in. Brandon Williams will step in now. Brandon Williams has been a walk merchant this year. He's got 17 walks on the year. Good enough for, I think, for first in the league. There's a strike. Not sure if I've seen him take a hack here today yet. And he won't again. So 5-pitch walk to Brandon Williams. And now Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston Schmutz still sitting at 3 home runs. Swinging right there, strike 1. Inside, 1-1. 2-1. Three and 1 count to Houston Schmutz. And that'll walk him. So bases loaded. DJ Oliver, a little bit of a pickle here to begin this game. Bases loaded now. And so now Austin Whitehouse will step in with the bases loaded. Austin does have a home run in game 1. First of the year, ball 1. Swing in there, 1-1 count. DJ's really gonna have to lock in here on the top of the first. Nice little changeup right there, 1-2 count. Got him swinging on an inside strike for the first out. Now the most dangerous hitter so far today, Dominic DeMiro, will step right back in. His average doesn't show it on the graphic scoreboard, but he's got 2 home runs now. With 1 out. Dominic DeMiro singled his last plate appearance, beat out the throw. That ball's in play over the head of Mark Campanero. One's coming in. Brandon Williams is trucking home, and he's in there. So 2 runs come across for Dominic DeMiro. And the Mojo are now up 2-0. Brandon Williams will step in again, walked in his first plate appearance. There's a nice pitch, top of the zone at 47, 0-1. Fouls it back, 41. See what he's got for pitch 3. That ball popped up to Keaton McKay. He'll throw it into Mark and hold all the runners. That'll be the second out. Keaton McKay back to his favorite spot on the field. Was playing second base. He had that first inning pitching of work. Started well, ended unfortunate for him, but I'm sure he's glad to be back at second base. Houston Schmutz will step in. There's a strike, bottom of the zone, 0-1. Ooh, misses inside. 1-1 count to Houston Schmutz. Nails him in on the head, 2-1. Outside, 3-1 count. DJ's been sitting in the 40s for this at bat as he throws that one past him. Full count now. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the first. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Mojo 2, Pilots nothing. Dominic DeMiro will be back on the mound for the Metropolitan Mojo. Started off very good in game 1, but then obviously had some issues in that 3rd inning, giving up the grand slam to Mark Campanero. Currently sitting at a 4 ERA on the season after 3 innings of work. First start of the year. Keaton McKay will try to chip away at this lead. The Mojo currently at 7-3. One more win would tie them with the Northern Nighthawks for the best record in the AWA in 2026. There's a strike, 0-1. That ball popped up. Dominic DeMiro runs over and makes the play for the first out. Dominic DeMiro has some of the best range of any pitcher in the league. Anything within a 30-foot radius, Dominic DeMiro is there. Now Mark Campanero will step in. His third home run, up to 18 RBIs. He's chasing, there's a strike right there, right at 60. He's chasing Aaron Schofield with 20 RBIs for the league leader. Ball fouled straight back. 0-2. Drops low. 1-2 count. Sails outside. 2-2 count to Mark Campanero. That ball destroyed over to Dominic DeMiro, and he'll get Mark Campanero right there. A nice 1-2 play right there. Hit him right in the gut.
Been there, yeah.
We had one of those earlier this year. Fortunately for Peter McNeil, hit him right in the eye. So hopefully he recovers there. But now 2 outs after the unfortunate ground out there for Mark Campanero. Kevin Doe steps in. Just high, ball 1. There's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Thought about it, does not go for the eephus at 37. Sails high, 3-1. DJ Oliver on deck, trying to make up. There's a top of the zone strike. Full count now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Just outside, and Kevin Doe is on via the walk, so DJ Oliver will step in. The third out of the inning has always been the toughest here for Dominic DeMiro. We saw that in the 3rd inning of game number 1. DJ Oliver taking that one all the way, 1-0. That ball hit and caught one-handed from Houston Schmutz. Sailed on him a bit. He was able to recover and make the play. So we head to the top of the 2nd inning. 2-0 remains the score.
I thought you were up there early enough.
Austin Whitehouse will lead it off. Struck out in his first plate appearance. .250 average on the year, 1 home run, and that came in game number 1, up to 4 RBIs on the young season. Most likely will be the game 3 starter. So here we go, first pitch here of top of the 2nd inning. Austin Whitehouse going to try and keep adding to this Mojo lead. Strike 1. Takes that one all the way, 1-1. Dominic DeMiro looms on deck as that one's fouled back out of play, 1-2. Caught him swinging right there on the Ephus right there for the first out. Dominic DeMiro will step in. He's got a single and a double. Don't know if it triples in the cards, but cycle is attainable here already in the second inning. Not too many places you can hit it to get a triple in the AWA with the short right field. That ball drops low, ball one. Thought about it, does not go 2-0. Just inside, 3-0, Dominic DeMiro. Being somewhat pitched around here from DJ Oliver. There's a strike right there, 3-1. And he's not going to test him. 5-pitch walk to Dominic DeMiro. Brandon Williams will step in. Brandon Williams will walk and a fly out here in game number 2. Ephus curve drops just low, 1-0. 2-0 count. And Brandon is not swinging. Houston Schmutz will step in.
Not even the Ephus base.
Double play, but he was safe at first.
Houston Schmutz 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Still tied with Dominic DeMiro with 3 home runs. That ball hit hard over to Keaton McKay into the gap. Dominic DeMiro is going to hold up there. So a long single right there for Houston Schmutz.
How many outs, Jack?
Now Austin Whitehouse will step in with a pair of strikeouts. Dominic DeMiro did not want to test the arm of Keaton McKay. Not the worst idea. 0-1. Just low, 1-1. Slider misses inside, 2-1 count to Austin Whitehouse. Does not go, 3-1. Nice looking slider right there, makes the count full. Does not go, and Austin Whitehouse will walk in a run. Score now 3-0 at Metropolitan Mojo. With only 1 out here in the top of the second, DJ's had some issues here against this Mojo squad. ERA up to a 1.27 now. Ball high to Dominic DeMiro, 1-0. Inside, 2-0. That ball fouled out of play at 2-1 now. Dominic DeMiro's got his average up to 444 after the very solid game 1. Swings over the top of that one, 2-2. That ball going back, and that is out of here. Golf swing right there. Grand slam for Dominic DeMiro. 7-0 now here in the top of the second. And Dominic DeMiro's up to 3 home runs. No idea how that ball got out. He swang like it was a golf ball right there. Now Brandon Williams will step in with a clear base path. There's a 6-run cap. They're at 5 in this inning. Brandon Williams, he's just trying to get Brandon Williams to swing. That ball's in play over to Keaton McKay. He'll throw over. And he can't snag it right there. So Brandon Williams is in there with a single, and now Houston Schmutz will step in. One of the toughest innings DJ has had this year. Houston Schmutz looks at a ball low, 1 for 2 with a long single. That ball's in play over to DJ Oliver. He'll knock it down and throw over to first and get out of the inning. Or get the second out, sorry. Thought it was the third out. So now 2 outs with Brandon Williams advancing over to third base on the ground out. Austin Whitehouse. RBI opportunity, chance to end this game. Most likely will be the final batter of the inning. Strike 1. Nails him there, 1-1. Austin Whitehouse 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. That ball popped up. DJ Oliver can't make the play. And Brandon Williams is in there. So that'll cap the inning at 8-0. And we will head to the bottom of the second. Mojo really dominating this series so far.
Hey, who do you have last out?
So here we are in the bottom of the second inning. 8-0 the score. Pilots have just been unable to crack Dominic DeMuro except for that third inning. And Dominic DeMuro has been taking them deep almost every at-bat. It's been the Dominic DeMuro show as Keaton McKay will step in. There's a strike. Outside, 1-1. Fouls that one back, 1-2 count. High, 2-2. That ball popped up out of play. We'll do 2-2 again. Keaton McKay currently sitting on 2 home runs this year. Double-digit RBIs, 10 on the year. He's going to try and keep chipping away here in game 2. They've done it before. They've done it before this year. There's a strike right there. Strike 3 for the first out on a bit of an eephus pitch that hits the top bar. And now Mark Campanero will step in. Mark Campanero hits that one far and foul. 0-1. Mark Campanero's average down a little bit this year, but the RBI's up. Home run, he's in the thick of things here with 3 on the year. Oh, 1. Fouls that one off. 0-2 to Mark Campanero. Mark taking his time, stepping back in the box. That pitch sails outside, 1-2 count. inside. 2-2 count to Mark Campanero. That ball's hit right to Dominic DeMiro. He'll throw over to first for the ground out, and that is 2 outs now. Kevin Doe will step in, walked in his first plate appearance. Pilot's trying to get something happening here. Trying to get at least a few across before they head to the top of the 3rd inning.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get on. Do what you can.
That sails high, ball 1. Looking at the pitch count, Dominic at 27 pitches. Big hack right there. DJ all the way up to 61 already. Two and one. DJ Oliver on deck. High, 3-1 count. Let's reload on balls.
You can't get on.
Haven't been too many balls hit in play with Dominic DeMiro on the mound. And that grand slam from Mark Campanero in 3rd inning of game 1. Pilots have not found success against him. Outside, that'll be a 5-pitch walk, and now DJ Oliver will step in. Flew out in his first plate appearance right to Houston Schmutz with the one-handed grab. Lays off the inside pitch there, 1-0. Fouls that one off, 1-1. DJ Oliver currently hitting 276 on the year. That ball spiked low, 2-1. 1 home run in 2026. That ball's hit hard over to Austin Whitehouse. He'll knock it down and throw to second and get the out. Nice job to come over and make the play. So we head to the top of the 3rd inning, 8-0 still to score.
Dom up.
Yep.
So Dominic DeMiro will lead it off. Triple away from the cycle here in game number 2. He's got a double, a single, and a home run. Almost impossible to get a triple in this field. That ball hit hard over to Keaton McKay through his legs. And Dominic DeMiro is going to second. He's going for 3rd. And that'll be the cycle right there for Dominic DeMiro. Black like that. Wasn't an error right there. And now Brandon Williams will step in. Just trying to get some swings out of him. 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. Got him swinging strike 3 for the first out. Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston 1 for 3. Strikeout, single, and a ground out.
Wait right there till he's done batting, and then when he's done, you go behind him, okay?
Nasty pitch right there, 0-1. Got him swinging out in front of that one. 0-2. Just fights that one off. Had a chance to hit the zone. Bit of a defensive hack right there. 0-2 count to Houston Schmutz. That ball fouled out of play again. Good layoff right there. 1-2 count. That ball going back, and that's out of here off the top of the wall. Two-run home run for Houston Schmutz. His 4th home run on the year. Mojo piling it on. 10-0 now. DJ Oliver, haven't seen him get hit like this quite ever. He might have had one of these bad starts a few seasons ago, but it's very rare to see double digits on the league's best pitcher, DJ Oliver. 1-2. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3 for the second out. Now Dominic DeMuro will step in.
DJ, your ERA has only ballooned up to 2.15. Don't worry.
Dominic DeMuro will now step in.
What?
I shouldn't worry going from sub 1 to a 2.
Yeah, I think you're still leading, so don't worry.
Strike right there, 0-1. Just low, Dominic DeMuro. Possible to get out here in this game. Just high, 2-1 count. I'll be outside, 3-1. It'll be a 5-pitch walk. Brandon Williams will step right back in again here with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. DJ Oliver is 1 out to get out of this inning. Pilots have come back down 8 runs this season. Would be 10 right now. Want to know? That ball's hit right to Mark Campanero. He'll knock it down and throw over to first for the out, and they get out of the inning. Pilots have some work to do as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, 10-0 the score.
Or is that an old video? Jack? Is Clarkson actually back? He came back for 1 day. Come on, let's get straight. Go. Who do you have up? Where you at? Who? Hey, Keith, go ahead. Come on, anyway we can. Let's go. Come on.
So Keaton McKay will lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still no out, or well, no outs obviously, it just started, but a lot of work to do for this Pilots team. I mean, maybe you just try and get some runs stringed together to set up game 3. Dominic won't be pitching. That ball's in play into the gap, and that'll break up the no-hitter. Would have been arguably the greatest single game performance in AWA history. A cycle and a no-hitter, but Keaton McKay says no way. We've seen the troubles Dominic's had in the 3rd inning so far this series. Hopefully he doesn't have a rerun of what happened a game prior. He's able to get out of it with the win. That ball's hit hard to Houston Schmutz. Keaton McKay's chucking all the way over to 3rd. He's going home, and that's a stand-up double for Mark Campanero. And the Pilots get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. 10-1. No one shuts out the Pilots. Kevin Doe steps in, 2 walks. Swinging first pitch, 0-1. One and one. Strike on the top of the zone. 1-2 count now. Just misses, evens the count, 2-2. Just fouled off. Good safety hack right there. Keeps the count 2-2. Fouls off the Ephus. Remains 2-2. Only 2 hits for this Pilots team here, and they had none coming into the 3rd inning. A lot of times a pitcher making their 2026 debut gives some trouble to the opposing lineup just because they haven't seen him pitch in a while. Froze him right there, strike. 3 for the first out. Now DJ Oliver will step in. Had a few hits robbed by this defense. That ball's popped up to Austin Whitehouse for the second out. So 2 outs now for Keaton McKay. Last hope here for the Pilots to try and keep this thing going. Broke up the no-hitter in his first at-bat. Ball 1. Drops low. Swinging at the Ephus right there. 2-1. Dominic DeMira doesn't have the craziest looking pitches, but he does have a nice job of switching up speeds. He's got that slider cutter and that drop slider. Curveball, whatever you want to call it, a little quick pitch. That ball is going back, and that is destroyed. Tried to quick pitch him right there, and Keaton McKay takes him deep. 2-run home run, score now 3-10. So the Pilots have just had nothing in both games until the 3rd inning. They're starting to string together a few at-bats. Mark Campanero will step in again, trying to keep this inning going. That ball's in play over to Austin Whitehouse. Oh!
I think he's out.
Call on the field is safe, but we're going to look at the replay. That was very close.
The hitting board is all the way down. He's in the air.
Oh, yeah. He got him. There's a bang bang. Just like he took a big one.
Yeah, so
He had him. That was a great play.
call stands safe at first. So Mark Campanero will keep this inning alive. Almost a miraculous play right there. I don't know why Houston didn't come over to cover first with 2 outs, but.
Hey, what's up, huh? Yeah. Safety bag for our first baseman right there. Yeah, you gotta hit the safety.
Now Kevin Doe steps in.
Normally you play the first baseman now. Come on, Kev.
Strike on the bottom of the zone, 0-1. That ball fouled out of play, 0-2. Pilots down to their final strike. There's that quick pitch. Spikes it though, 1-2. That ball is destroyed, but foul over the house. Remains 1 and 2. DJ Oliver would be on deck. Got him right there, strike 3, and that'll end the game. Mojo take games 1 and 2 in convincing fashion. They will secure the series, but we will head into game number 3. Just plugging in the lineups.
Awesome, I just swapping you and Dom.
Yep.
Okay, so Dom.
Come on, boys.
Hey, Jack. And then Sam live. What do you want to do? And then DJ Triple. Okay, and then so both pilots line up to play, but they're going to move DJ up and
Every single one of them. Let me know if you guys are ever missing people. Come play. You're trying to make a college team. We'll pass it. I'm not trying to ruin your mechanics to come play a wiffle ball against. Yeah, pull up the elbow.
Go, Keaton. Come on, baby. Jump on. Go.
4 out of 5 in my history.
Hi. So here we are, ready to start game number 3. Austin Whitehouse on the mound. He starts off Keaton McKay with a strike. Keaton McKay had that home run. 0-1. Austin Whitehouse, a little bit of a rough go a week ago. That's low, 2-1. Got his ERA up to 6.86. Strike right there. Kind of the 4th pitcher on this Mojo squad. Guess they froze him right there. Strike 3. Mojo probably didn't know they had Dominic DeMuro as their 3rd option. I mean, he pitched in the past, especially when he won that MVP 3 years ago. Mark Campanero will now step in. That ball hit over to Brandon Williams. He'll knock it down and throw over to first for the out. So quick 2 outs. And now DJ Oliver will step in.
It takes us 2.5 games to get going, you know? Yeah. Get going. It's good for the record.
Pilots now currently at 4-6 records. That's a strike right there to DJ Oliver. Big hack, 0-2. Pilots offense has been oddly quiet here today. That goes high, 1-2. That ball in play over to Dominic Miro, who's playing pretty far back. Call on the field is safe. We'll take a look at the replay.
I just want to make that play once.
I think if Dominic was a little bit farther up, he would have had an opportunity to make that. And he's confirmed safe right there.
Boy, DJ, come on, Kev, let's go. Keep it going, keep it going. 2 out rally,
Now
baby.
Kevin Doe will step in as they get that hit in the first inning, something they haven't been able to do so far this series. Kevin Doe looks at a first pitch strike from Austin Whitehouse.
Good eye. Attaboy.
1-1. Big hack, 1-2. Nails him.
Good eye.
2-2. Austin Whitehouse up to 14 pitches here in the top of the first. Got him swinging, strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the first. Nice inning for Austin Whitehouse. We head to the bottom of the first inning, 0-0.
That's a ball. Oh, it's touching. Good, huh? That was nasty.
Dominic DeMiro will lead it off here in the bottom of the first inning. Ball 1. 2-0. 3-0. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Dominic DeMiro. And either way, I think DJ Oliver will not be throwing too many strikes to Dominic in this game 3. Brandon Williams will step in. Strike 1. Ball's in play past Mark Campanero. And every time Brandon Williams steps in, he kind of, DJ Oliver throws in some lob pitches, just trying to get him to swing. Allen caught a little bit too much of the zone. He's in there with a single, so now Houston Schmutz will step in. Nails him there, ball 1. Houston Schmutz up to 4 home runs. Ball's popped up a mile to DJ Oliver, and he'll make the play and hold all the runners. Nice play right there for the first out of the inning. Austin Whitehouse will now step right back in, trying to help himself out on the mound. First pitch swinging, strike 1. After that home run in the first game, offense has cooled down a little bit. 1-2. That ball's hit over to Keaton McKay. He'll step on second for the up, roll over to first. He's not going to get the runner there, and Dominic will score. So scored a fielder's choice right there with an RBI.
Two outs?
The first run comes in. 1-0 now the score. Dominic DeMiro, first pitch swinging, 0-1.
Yeah.
1-1 count. That ball popped up and playable. DJ Oliver makes the play and they get out of the inning. We head to the top of the second inning. Mojo get one across. So now Keaton McKay will step in. Struck out in his first at bat. Keaton McKay likes to take the pitches. Once again, the Pilots are down.
Good eye. Good eye.
Watches a pitch drop low, ball one.
Good eye.
2-0.
Good eye.
3-0.
Good eye.
That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Keaton McKay. Mark Campanero will now step in. Currently sitting at a career 91 home runs. Between him and Thomas Playhouse, it's a race to 100. No player has ever gotten to 100 home runs in the AWA. Lets that one drop inside, 1-0. That ball's hit with a lot of spin. Austin Whitehouse is able to throw over there. That ball's thrown out of play. Keaton McKay's coming home, and he's safe. We're going to have to take a look at the replay to see if Mark was indeed safe or out.
Four of their players say he's out, so must be out. Definitely rigged. You guys went back to back.
So Mark is out, but the run comes in to score.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
So a ground out right there from Mark Campanero, but Keaton McKay's able to come all the way around to tie this game up. 1-1. That ball's in play over to Austin Whitehouse. So try it again and he'll get the out. So 2 outs now.
Go, fire up. Go.
Evan Doe will step in, struck out in his first plate appearance.
Come on, Kev.
Top of the second here with 2 outs. All tied up 1-1. Strike, top of the zone. That ball popped up out of play. No attempt from Austin Whitehouse. 0-2. That ball's hit very hard into the gap, and Kevin Doe's on with a single. Now Keaton McKay will try to keep this thing going. Strikeout and a walk here in game 3. Does not go. 1-0. Does go there. 1-1 count. Nails him. 2-1. Fights that one off. Bit of a safety swing. 2-2.
Good eye. Good eye.
Pitch that hits his back foot. Full count to Keaton McKay. Got him swinging right there. Strike 3, and that'll do it for the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom half. 1-1 is the score.
I'm a 2. Everyone for full game. I have no idea. You were last out, right? Yeah, come on, man.
So Brandon Williams will lead it off here. Had a single in his last plate appearance. For DJ, got caught with the ephus in the middle of the plate. That ball popped up and out of play.
Maybe next month.
DJ thinking maybe when the weather starts to warm up in the postseason. That ball popped up right to Mark. Perfect placement right there from Mark Campanero to get the first out of the inning, and now Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston had a fly out in his first plate appearance here in Game 3. Ball 1. Nasty looking pitch right there at 49, 1-1 count. That ball popped up right to DJ for the second out.
It's like 4 pop-ups in a row.
So DJ starting to figure out this Mojo lineup. Might just be walk Dominic DeMuro. That might be the key. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning for Austin Whitehouse. Fielder's choice in his first at-bat. There's a strike on the bottom of the zone, 0-1. That ball flicked over there. Austin not hustling over. Keaton McKay's going to throw, and he's safe at first. Kevin's had some difficulty trying to pick those. Scored a single there for Austin Whitehouse. Keaton's been getting it over there, but just not enough height on some of the throws. He usually throws a perfect strike over to the first baseman. DJ Oliver steps in. He's got to throw and get him out at first base. Nice recovery there from Kevin Doe to get the ground out. And we head to the top of the third, all tied, 1 apiece.
You got me? Okay. Is it top 3?
So Mark Campanero will lead it off here in the top of the third. Pilot's trying to get some runs here to have a chance to close it out in the bottom half of the third and avoid the sweep. Mark Campanero takes a ball inside. He's 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. Fouls that one off, 1-1. That one sails high, 2-1. Swing in there, 2-2. DJ Oliver on deck, trying to help himself out. DJ, at least for him, he's regained his form after the rough Game 2. Does well to fight that one off and stay alive. Outside, full count to Mark Campanero. 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up. That ball going back at the wall and caught from Dominic DeMuro. That ball avoided that tree branch like the Matrix out there. Mark Campanero narrowly missed the home run. Instead, it's a long out, number 1. Mark Campanero getting very unlucky right there. And that'll be the first out. Loud out here in the top of the third. DJ Oliver now step in. Hack right there, 0-1. Strike.
I'll get
0-2.
Come on, DJ.
Fouled out.
Let's go, DJ. Brandon, either side of that, get up. I don't like where those are.
0-2 count to DJ Oliver. Thought about it, does not go 1-2. Kevin on deck. That ball's hit hard, and DJ Oliver will get aboard with a single. Two-hit game for DJ Oliver.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Now Kevin Doe will step in, 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single here in game number 3. Lays off the high pitch, 1-0. Nails him, 2-0.
That ain't you.
Outside, 3-0.
Good eye. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Keaton McKay on deck. Swinging at what would have been ball 4, 3-1.
Let's go, baby.
He's battled back to full count now. Does well to fight that one off. Most likely would have hit the zone for strike number 3.
Come on, Kev.
7th pitch of this at bat. And we'll fight that one off as well. 8th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, strike 3 for the second out. Now it'll come down to Keaton McKay to keep this inning going. 2 strikeouts in this game.
Let's go, Pete.
That ball into play to Dominic DeMiro. Call on the field is out. We'll take a look at the replay. It was bang, bang.
That's a great call, Mark.
That one was close. That's close. But they did call him out.
Call is confirmed out upon review. So we are headed to the bottom of the 3rd, all tied up, 1 apiece. Mojo need 1 to walk this thing off and secure the sweep.
Jack Hughes out. Brandon.
So Brandon Williams will lead it off here in the bottom of the 3rd, all tied up, 1 apiece. Looks at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. There's a strike. 1-1 at 48. 0-2, 46. It's getting slower. Nails him there, 2-2. That ball popped up. Foul ball. Remains 2-2. Popped up again in the foul ball area. 7th pitch of this at bat coming up. EJ Oliver going right after Brandon Williams here, trying to get 1, 2, 3 before he has to face Dominic DeMiro. Does not go. Full count. That ball's hit right to Mark Campanero. Nice job there from Mark Campanero to take away a hit for the first out. Mark's been playing some really good defense this year. Knows where to line up on each of these batters. Must be watching some film. Now Houston Schmutz will step in. Still at 4 home runs. Ball one. Impressive with him missing one series. So there's a strike right there on the bottom of the zone, 1-1. I think I heard something there. 1-2. I don't know how that hit. Evens it up, 2-2. That ball's hit right to Keaton McHale. Knock it down, throw over. Call on the field is safe after that ball bounced 3 times before getting to first base. We'll take a look at the replay. Ooh.
You hear that? That's good for the field call.
So upon review, he's called out at first. It was in there by a millistep. Keaton will make the play. And Houston held up right there. Thought he was in for sure, but Keaton McKay takes away a hit. So 2 outs now.
Enough evidence on that one, though?
Strike one to Austin Whitehouse. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Oh, my. 43. Nails him there, 1-2. Fouls that one off, stays alive, 1-2, remains the count. That ball popped up to Kevin, and he'll make the play. 1, 2, 3, go the Mojo. We are headed to extra innings.
Okay, who do you have up? You. Okay. Oh, up. Go, Mark. Okay. Go, Mark. You do this one.
So here we are in the top of the 4th inning now. Ball inside to Mark Campanero. 2-0. Pilots desperately trying to get this win. 3-0. Popped up, playable for the out. Keeps both feet in bounds for the catch. Little toe drag there. And that is a big out, number 1 for the Mojo. Austin Whitehouse has really pitched well here in game number 3 after a rough go last week. DJ Oliver looks at a ball inside. 2-0.
Good eye.
3-0.
Good eye.
And throws behind him.
Boy.
Mark saying good eye there on the pitch that it's 2 feet outside of him, but gets on nonetheless. Now Kevin Doe will step in, 1 for 3. He's got 2 strikeouts and a single. Strike 1. Fouled out of play, 0-2. Keaton McKay on deck. Low. 1-2 count. That ball's in play, and that will be a single for Kevin.
Good stuff, Kev.
And he's in there with the soft single. Runners now on first and second. Keaton McKay will step in. Wait, Dominic DeMiro plays all the way back in that third base position. He's also a lefty. So right when that ball was hit, it looked like he had no chance. inside to Keaton McKay with Mark Campanero looming.
Good eye.
If he can get on, Mark Campanero already has a grand slam today. As that ball's in play, he stops it, and no one's over at first base. And he throws it out of play, and one run comes in. Kevin Doe's right behind him.
Come on.
And 2 runs come across after an awful play from the Mojo there.
One more. Boy. Let's go.
Jack.
Yeah.
I know one run scores, but I think DJ goes back. Or no. Or you go back. It was out of play.
Where's out of play over there?
Past the mound? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, run it back. So 1 run comes in, runner at 30 seconds.
1 out?
Yeah, 1 out.
Did we just invent out of play down there? Is that a line now?
So that'll be it. Pause for a sec.
Yep.
That'll be it.
First 2-1?
1 run comes in. Running at
Keep inventing rules, I guess.
So after all that, 1 run will come across for the Pirates. So 2-1 now with 1 out.
Come here, Mark.
My bad.
Nails Mark right there, 1 and out. Reno count to Mark Campanero. He should turn moving. The law pitch does not go for it.
This is not a good pitch, but
not a bad idea. Now DJ Oliver was stepping 2 for 3 in this game. That not reverses to him wide open and help him check out on the mound. Only 1 out here on the top of the first 4th. That ball just missed, popped up for the 2nd out. All the runners will hold.
Come on, baby.
Now the Kevin Doe to try to get some more encouraged runs. 2 for 4. Most likely 4. Going back. Would have been a strike on 1. Outside, number 1. Thought about it. Does not go 2-1 count.
Good eye.
3-1.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. There you go.
Outside, so Kevin Doe gets on via the walk. 1 run will come in. Score 3-1 now for the Pilots. Who were 2 out.
Score 3-1 now for the Pilots after the walk from Kevin Doe. Keaton McKay will step in and fouls that back 0-1. Austin Whitehouse going hyperspeed here. That ball has a chance going back, but hangs up for Dominic DeMiro, and they'll get out of the inning. So 2 runs come across for the Pilots. Are going to try and close it out in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 the score.
What do you got out of that, Whitehouse?
Bottom of the 4th here in game number 3. Dominic DeMiro is going to step in. Good news for the Pilots is even if he goes for it here with a big hack, he still would have the lead intact. So DJ might be pitching around him here. Ball 1. 2-0. There's a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. Nails him there, 3-1. Dominic might only get 1 pitch to swing at. So he's on with a 5-pitch walk. Not a bad strategy there from DJ Oliver, the way Dominic's been swinging it today. Brandon Williams will step in. 1 for 3 with a single and 2 flyouts. Potential tying run at the plate. Brandon Williams still looking for his first career AWA home run. Looks at a ball outside, ball 1. Two and 0. There's a strike right there. 3 and 1. 5-pitch walk to Brandon Williams. So runners now at first and second, and just like that, the go-ahead run comes to the plate in the form of Houston Schmutz, who is a home run threat. Home run would end this game via walk-off fashion. Complete crusher for the Pilots. Ball 1. 2 and 0. Big hack right there, and he was trying to end it. 2 and 1 count. Just outside. 3 and 1 count. 5-pitch walk. So bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th. Mojo down 2 runs. Austin Whitehouse will step in. Infield in. Inside, ball 1. That ball popped up right to Mark Campanero for the first out. And now Dominic DeMuro will step in with 1 out. DJ Oliver might have to pitch to him. I mean, still has 1 run to play with, so you give him the Barry Bonds treatment here. Make it a 3-2 game. But then you got to get 2 outs. Ball 1. Just low, 2 and 0. Throws behind him, 3 and 0 count. That's outside, so 4-pitch walk, score 3-2 now. With 1 out, Brandon Williams will step in, and it's crunch time now for the Pilots, trying to hold on to this 1-run advantage.
Like you're on third.
I know.
One out here in the bottom of the 4th. Bases loaded. That ball is hit but foul. Just foul.
I don't know, man.
We can look at the replay. Switch it over to the replay. Yeah, it's inconclusive, so I thought it was foul. 0-1 after all that. 1-1. Just outside, 2-1 count. That ball popped up. Keaton McKay can't make the play. He's got to throw home and get him by a step. Great job right there from Keaton McKay to get the 2nd out. It would have tied the game.
Did you look? Did you have to hit the backstop or no?
did.
It
No,
never
it
hit
did
the
not.
backstop, though.
Yeah, it didn't hit the backstop at all.
I thought it has to hit the backstop. That was the way I've always interpreted it. Or at least that's what I was told. Because otherwise it's not. No. That's a tie ball game.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
Jack, because it's got to hit the backstop, right?
Yeah, it's cross the base on pass to the backstop. So. It wasn't on the pad. It was on the
backstop. It went
I said on pass. Out 2. Let's go. Because there's times when you hit the zone. That's different. And it doesn't hit the backstop. So it's like if it's on pass to the backstop and it crosses the home plate.
It was coming from third.
That was not on pass.
On a pass.
Okay, it's out. It's out. Let's go.
You got 2. You got 2.
2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. In play to Mark Campanile. He'll knock it down and throw over to first. And it hits the brick wall. That the tying run will come in.
That's game.
It hits the brick wall. It's tied up. You guys know the rules.
Well, two run.
1 run. It hits the brick wall.
And I don't score.
So 1 run comes in.
We have a tie game now after the error at first base.
That's not how to play. The brick's not how to play.
Brick plays it. It's just
Brick
dead
is
ball.
dead ball.
You're back at third.
Am I not up?
So after all that, we have ourselves a tie game on the fateful error right there. Three. Austin Whitehouse in play. Keaton McKay will step on second. And we are headed to the 5th inning.
Who do you have up? You're up. Like everybody's like, oh, I don't want to keep playing, but argue every fucking hole.
So here we go now in the 5th inning. This game will not end. 3-3 the score. Mark Campanile, ball 1. Nails him there. 2-0. Three and 0. That'll be a 4-pitch walk to Mark Campanile. DJ Oliver will step in.
Go, DJ. Come on, baby.
Popped up, out of play. 0-1.
Come on, baby.
Swinging on the drop ball. 0-2 count now to DJ Oliver.
Oh, sorry.
1-2. Wasn't gonna hit the zone, but 2-2.
Trying to get my face out of the way.
Just high. Full count to DJ Oliver. Inside, and DJ Oliver will walk in 2-on. And Kevin Doe will step in, 2 for 4 in this game. Swinging first pitch, 0-1. Keaton McKay on deck. Off the knob of the bat right there, 0-2. Got him right there, strike 3 for the first out, and now Keaton McKay will step in. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. First pitch swinging. That ball's in play over to Brandon Williams. He does not hit him. We'll look at the replay. Call on the field is safe. We're looking at the replay.
Even hit me. There was nothing that hit me. It definitely doesn't hit him on the foot. So okay,
we're good.
So call on the field is safe. Call stands inconclusive. And everyone is in there. So base is loaded now with 1 out. That ball popped up to Houston Schmutz for the 2nd out. Big out right there. Everyone holds. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th for DJ Oliver. DJ Oliver 2 for 4. Ball 1.
Good eye, baby. Good eye.
2-0. That ball's in play to Austin Whitehouse. No one's at first, and he'll step on first to get out of the inning. After bases loaded jam, the Mojo will step right back in the bottom half of the 5th to try and end this never-ending game.
My baby's Raleigh.
I think I'm up. Do it for Cal.
His baby's Cal.
Do it for Cal. Raleigh. I'm getting them all mixed up.
So Dominic DeMiro will now lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. All tied up at 3 apiece. Pilots just couldn't capitalize. Ball 1. Throws behind him there, 2-0. Outside, 3-0. So that'll be a walk for Dominic DeMiro. Dominic just taking the pitches here late in the game, trying to keep the game going.
Dom, your first will be either Julio or Rodriguez.
Brandon Williams will now step in. Just low, ball 1. 2-0. There's a strike. This Mojo team taking pitches here late in the game. There's a lob, and he takes that one as well, 2-2. There's another lob. That's in play. Mark, nice job to hang on to it. He'll throw over. Kevin Doe can't make the play, and Dominic is safe. And that will end the game. Mojo win the series on a tough go-around for the Pilots. They get swept when they had this game in the bag multiple times, so that'll end the game. 5-4 the end of the game, or 5-3 Mojo sweep, and we will be back in about 2 weeks after the All-Star break. That's it here from Edmonds, Washington. Good night, everyone, and remember, as always, dingers or nothing.
I'll watch it. Hi, Mama. Okay.